Alright, boys and girls, we are now on our lesson 5. We are going to create a ruler with 1 inch, 1/2, and 1/4 inch intervals and generate measurement data. Okay, here it says Evelyn marks 4-inch paper strip into equal parts as shown below. Label hole and 1/2 inches on the paper strip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to label the hole first. We have 4 holes because we have 4 inches. And now I'm doing the half. I am labeling the top with my fractions in halves. Now I'm on my 4 halves, 5 halves, 6 halves, 7 halves, and 8 halves. So don't forget to also box the fractions with equivalent are equal to whole numbers. Now, letter B says estimate to draw 1/4 inch on the paper strip and fill in the blanks below. So since 1/4, that means I need to have 4 equal parts in each hole. So in each hole, I will have 4 equal parts. So see, I'm extending the middle, the half, so I can see my fourths really good in blue ink. Now I am going to label my fourths down below from 0/4 up to, let's see where I'm going to end up. So that's 4/4, 5, 6, 7, 8/4, box that, 9/4, 10/4, 11/4, 12, and then keep going. We have what is equal to 4 holes? Of course, it's 16/4. There you go. Now, to answer, 1 inch is equal to how many 1/2 inches? There we go. We found 1 inch, and look at the top. It says 2 halves, so the answer is 2. 1 inch is equal to blank 1/4 inches. So since it's quarter, I'm going to look down for my fourths, and it says 4/4. So that's why my answer is 4/4 inches. Next, 1/2 inch is equal to how many fourths or quarter? It says 2/4, so you write 2, because quarter is actually the fourths. 2/4 inches are equal to blank 1/2 inch. And you just look the opposite way. 2/4 is actually equal to 1/2 inch. There you go. Now, let's go to number 3. It says, Travis says his yellow pencil measures 5.5 inches, and Ralph says that it's the same as 11.5 inches. Explain how they are both correct. So for Travis, his claim is it is 5.5 inches. Now for Ralph, it's 11.5. So for Travis, this is his number line. Since it's in halves, I will have 5 holes for that 5, and then halves I will have. Let me extend it because it's more than 5 holes actually. So I'm going to extend it up to 6. Now, since it's in halves, I'm going to have partitions in 2 parts. And so 5.5 looks like this. 5 is right there and 1/2 is right there. So that's why now the plot or the 5.5 will be on that place on the number line. Okay, so now let's take a look at 11.5 inches. How do you write 11.5? You write 11.5 as 11/2. So now we're going to skip count by halves and see where 11/2 will fall. If it falls on the same place, just like the 5.5, then it will be the same. But if not, then it will be different. So let's take a look. All right, boys and girls, it's 11.5. So that means they are actually equivalent or the same because they are on the same place on the number line. They're just named different, but they are actually the same. Ask me questions if you have one. All right, now let's jump to lesson 6. We are going to interpret measurement data from various line plots. So here we have line plot. It says Miss Leal measures the heights of the students in her kindergarten class. The heights are shown on the line plot below. The title is Heights of Students in Miss Leal's Kindergarten Class. And of course, we have inches down below from 40 to 44, and X is 1 student. Now, let's answer letter A. How many students in Miss Leaf's class are exactly 41 inches tall? Now, let's take a look. How many X's do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means we have 4 students that are exactly 41 inches tall. Letter B says, how many students are in Miss Leal's class? How do you know? So we're trying to figure out how many students are there in all. So since 1x equals 1 student, we can just add all the x's on this line plot. Okay, so we have 1 plus 2 plus 4. And that's going to be 7 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5. And that's going to be 9. And then the last one is 3 plus 1. So boys and girls, as you can see, I am adding 3 numbers and 2 numbers at a time to make it easier for me. So 3 plus 1 is 4. There you go. Now add all 3 numbers. 7 plus 9 is 16. Plus 4 is 20. So there are 20 students in Miss Leal's class. Now, how do you know? I added all the x's. Letter C said how many students in Miss Leal's class are more than 42 inches tall. So when you say more than, that means it's going to be more than 42. And let's take a look. We have 42 and a half up to 44. So now I can count all the x's in this area. So I have 5 plus 4 plus 1. The answer is, that's very easy, 10 students. Okay, so it's pretty clear as long as you are precise on counting. Now the last one says, Ms. Leo says that for the class picture, students in the back row must be at least 42 and a half inches tall. It can't be below that. How many students should be in the back row? So we also make sure we think back row, taller students should be there, not the smaller ones. So when I look, of course, it starts from 42 and a half and ends in 44. So basically, the answer is also 10 students because 5 plus 4 plus 1 is 10. 10 students will be or should be in the back row. All right, third graders, we are done with lesson 6 and 5. Ask me a question.